welcome to class. Welcome to your practice. Yeah, there you go. My name is Rain. I'll be here to guide you through your practice for today. So welcome to class. If this is your first time to join a class with me, welcome. Again, my name is Rain. I am your certified yoga instructor and I'll be here to guide you through your practice. A little bit short but sweet. I'm going to make sure that this is great for beginners, especially if you haven't done any kind of workout or any kind of movement at all. But if you have been doing yoga or already an advanced practitioner, this one is for you as well. So for our practice today, this class is for yoga for migraine relief. So for sure, most of us, or I guess all of us, have at least once had an experience of a migraine, whether or not it's coming from stress. It's really something that that is coming as a surprise from all the things that you have been doing throughout the day, and you think you don't know that you can heal it naturally by some yoga stretches, and you just want to go and do some meds. For sure, that one is a quick thing for you to do so that you can release any tension or your migraine specifically. But for today's class, we're going to do some yoga stretches. Number one, as a relief for migraine or any kind of headache, actually. Just so whenever you feel like you have it, you can go back to this video and just go and flow with me. These are some easy stretches. So if you haven't tried any yoga class at all, perfectly fine. It's not really that hard. It really allows you to find a relief. Or if you have taken meds already for your migraines and painkillers while you're going through the process of releasing the tension of your migraine, we will be here to guide you as you release the pain as well. So I have my yoga mat here with me. Go ahead and find yourself seated on your yoga mat. If you feel like this is not an option for today, that's fine. You can do this in bed, like a space, preferably where no one can bother you, because we're going to do some pranayama or a breath work for today's practice. And these poses, so we're going to do it a little bit brief for today, but if you do have a migraine, you can go and pause in some of the poses and stay there longer and do it longer if you need it. Yeah, so and then if you have any questions, feel free to just put them on the comment section, just so you can we can answer you as the best way we can anytime. So again, this is for migraine relief. This is for the head. What we're going to try to do is release any tension here in the neck and the shoulders, just to make sure everything is cleared. And then, if you are in your office and you feel like sitting on a chair because sitting down on the floor is not an option, that's also okay, because we're going to do mostly upper body for today. Yeah? So whenever you're ready, preferably you're already at the space where you are in, let's go and start your practice with your pranayama or your breath work. So for this practice, this is something that I really like to do when I have my migraine. This is from my own experience. It's called Brahari pranayama. So we're in English, that's breath of bees. All right, so you have your hands, go and get your index finger, place them here in this cartilage in the ears, just here between the cheeks and the ears, just like that. I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. So the cartilage here on your ears. So in your Brahari pranayama, we're gonna make sure that we're mindful of your inhales and your exhales. So whenever you inhale, you breathe in through the nose, seal the lips shut, and then on your exhale, you're going to use your index fingers to press that cartilage towards the ears, and then you take a hum as you exhale. You need to make sure that the hum is audible. So I'm going to try it just so you can see what's happening. Yeah? So inhale, close the cartilage. So you want to make the exhale the longest that you want, and that's why it's called breath of the bees, because you will feel like a humming bee in the head, and that way, that breath or that vibration is the one that's trying to release the tension in your head for your migraine or any kind of headache, actually. So you might want to give it a try now. Let's do it together. Inhale through the nose, seal the lips shut, close the cartilage. Maybe close the eyes, and then exhale through the mouth, through the nose, take a hum. There you go. You found your B. I hope you did. So we're gonna do that for 5 rounds of the breath. Again, it doesn't have to be, actually for this one, you don't need to be on a space where it's just you. You can do it anytime you want, and you can do it the longest of an exhale that you want. You would just wanna make sure that you're feeling the sensation in the head and the body and the mind. So whenever you're ready, find your easy sit, Brahari pranayama. Take your index fingers there in the cartilage yet. Let's go 5 cycles of the breath. Feel free to close the eyes and just follow my voice. Let me guide you through it. Inhale and exhale first, your normal breath. And then let's begin. Seal the lips shut. Inhale through the nose. Close the cartilage by your index finger, and then exhale to a hum. One more inhale. Big breath in through the nose. Last 2, inhale. Last one, big breath in. And then slowly release your hands to the knees. Close your eyes for a few moments and allow the sensations or the feelings in the body and the mind as you reap the benefits of that breath work. So notice how the small gesture of closing the cartilage in your ears really gives you that awesome sensation of that vibration towards the mouth, the tongue, towards the crown of the head. So that in a way is a really great practice for you to release any tension or any pain that you're having in your head, maybe in the neck as well. That really is something that is calming for me, because sometimes when I feel that I have a migraine or I have a headache, I tend to panic and I want to make sure that it's gone as fast as possible. Brahari pranayama is one thing that I like to do, especially if I am somehow in an environment where I need to hustle really, really fast, like when I'm in the office or I am traveling. Yeah, so Brahari pranayama is one thing that you can do. The next one, we're going to do some stretches on your shoulders, on your neck, on your arms. So whenever you're ready, find yourself seated, maybe in a chair or like this on a mat, maybe in bed, wherever you're coming from. We're just going to release any tension on your neck, your shoulders. Take your hands on your knees if you are here with me on the floor. We're going to find your easy seated pose or your sukhasana, or actually any kind of pose that you have or any kind of seat that you want. Take your hands on your knees. We're gonna find rotations on your shoulders as you open the neck, yes? So on your next inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears, and then place it back, and then place it down. Once it does, your heart tends to tug forward, your ribs will come up, maybe a slight booty tooch at the back. As you open your heart, you can gaze above the horizon, see the opening in the neck. You can drop the head, open the mouth as well. And then exhale, you're gonna do a different side of a stretch. Take a cat, roll the shoulders forward, up and down as you find a curve in the back. Tuck your chin to your chest, tailbone will point towards the front. This is your cow. Let's do your cow one more round. Inhale to your cow, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Open the heart. You wanna do this super slow, especially if you are already in pain with your migraine. Something small can be super dizzy. Roll the shoulders forward and down to find your exhale. One more round, just like that. Inhale to your cow. You can also close your eyes if you want. Exhale, round the back to your cat. Very nice. You can do this anytime you feel like there's tension in the neck. If you have been sitting for so long and you haven't moved at all, if you are doing some desk job and you feel like you really didn't move an inch, this is one good way to release any tension in your low back, in your middle back, in your upper back, towards the back of the head, to the neck, to the occiput. Release. Once you're ready, again, feel free to do that as many times as you can. Longer, a little bit more gentle, a little bit more slow. If you are experiencing any kind of pain, you want to make sure that in any movement that you're going to do, you're going to take it slow. So that, of course, you are one with your body and you are there acknowledging all the pain and all the sensations that's happening. Let's go find some neck stretches. Take your hands on your knees once more. Roll the shoulders down and back. And then slowly take your chin towards your chest. So nothing too much. You just want to make sure you're feeling this at the back of the neck. Shoulders down. Relax it away from your ears. And then slowly, once you feel that you're ready, we're just going to swing side to side as if you want to press your ear towards each shoulder. But again, we're doing this slow, and slowly you can go and find the rhythm of the breath as you swing side to side. So the slower that you do this, the better, because of course, even if you're not in pain, neck stretches is something that we need to make sure that we're doing super gentle, because sometimes if you do this fast, you find yourself stiff after, especially if you haven't moved in a while. Yes, and once you feel that, you can go and discover more spaces in the head. Go and roll it a little bit farther to the back. Yeah. And again, inhales and exhales, equal amounts of inhales and exhales, or maybe try finding longer exhales here just so you can release the tension that you're having, that you're feeling in the head, in the mind, and in the heart. Once you feel that you are more loose, maybe take a lean back, drop the head, and then come back chin to chest. And do it on the opposite side. Lean back, drop the head, open the mouth, and then gently come back to the center. Like so. So that's one. Fine. One more of my favorite neck rotations is this one. So slowly, take one ear to the shoulder. So this is my right ear to the right shoulder first. You can do that with me. And then slowly, chin down, as if your chin wants to press your collarbone. And then with that same angle, I'm going to gaze towards the sky. Yes. Come back down, chin to the collarbone. And then look at your sky. Last one here. And then come up. And then release. Let's do that on the opposite side. Spine is straight, relax the shoulders. Left ear to the left shoulder. Now this one, this side of mine is super stiff. So you can see the difference. This is me, a little bit more open. This is me. This is the best that I can do. And that is fine. If you didn't sleep, if you slept at the wrong side of the bed, or you didn't move while you're sleeping, this is one thing that usually happens. Let's try. Chin to the collarbone. And then look up to the sky. One more inhale, chin down. And then chin up. One more big breath, chin down. Exhale, chin up. Very nice. Come back center. And then release. Shake, shake, shake. Making sure nothing is painful. So again, you can do that longer, more reps. Making sure that you're well aware that you are one with your breath. Because if you want to do it fast, that's something that we don't want to do. Since this is yoga, we want to make sure that you're calm and not putting anything to a fast pace, because we are conditioned in our lives to do something or everything fast. The hustle, the multitasking in this practice or in your practice today, I want to make sure that you're well aware that you are worthy enough of the pause, of the slow, of the gentleness in life. So in this practice, let's celebrate that instead. We're not going to do anything fast. Let's go find ourselves on our next poses. So finding yourself in a seated pose again. Take your arms forward. Left arm on top of your right. Yeah, so this is already enough. You want to feel your shoulder blades widening to the back as if your heart is inflating at the back. Yeah, option, hands towards the shoulder blades. Maybe give yourself a tight hug. Next one is you're gonna bend the arm at the bottom, which is your right. So bend into the arm and then swing it to the side like this. This is already enough as well. Or let's go and do it the yoga way. Bend both elbows. Option, backs of your hands touch each other, or find a full bind, palms together like so. So you know that one arm or one palm is higher than the other, that's fine. So elbows reaching forward, fingertips to the sky. You want to find this opening at the back of the shoulder blades. So this is important for migraine. Why? Because they say that in migraine, or you just think that whenever you have a migraine, you just release the tension in the head. You want to make sure that everything that is surrounding it or surrounding the pain is releasing as well. So that's why we did your neck stretches, and this is why also we're doing this, your shoulder openers, because this will help you alleviate the tension that is brought up by that part alone. Whenever you're ready, let's release. Unclasp, maybe take the elbows to the back, take one big cow, and then release it forward. Very nice. So this time, left arm on top, right arm at the bottom. Yeah? Or actually at the different side. I'm sorry. Left arm at the bottom, right arm on top. Option, take a hug. Yes, and then another option, bend onto the left elbow, tug the right arm to the left side. Or full bind, eagle arms, backs of your hands or palms together. Reaching your elbows forward, fingertips to the sky, roll the shoulder blades away from each other, inflate the back of the heart, straight on the spine, lower belly activated. Stay for 4, soften the face, 3, 2, and then 1. Release. Come back, center, tug the elbows to the back, and then release. Shake, shake, shake the shoulders. Yes, so that is one thing. Let's go and find your child's pose for today. If you're seated on the floor and you feel like this is something that you can do, that's fine. You can find your forward fold. Or if you're sitting on a chair, just take your chest towards your thigh and then fold all the way down with the head. Drop the head heavy. If you are here on the floor with me, let's go find ourselves in our child's pose. I like to start with my child's pose on my tabletop. Shoulders will stack on my wrist. Hips will stack onto the knees. Option, tuck the toes or untuck. Yeah, you can double your mats if you feel like your mats are too thin for today. So, gently fold it from the side. Yes, like so. Take it out if that's not needed. Knees together, hip width distance apart or wider than the hips if you want. And then sit down on your heels. Reach your hands forward super, super long and then fold down. Take the forehead down to the ground and release the tension in all of your upper body. Soften as if your heart really wants to melt towards your space, your mat. Maybe your forehead will connect to your sacred space for today, or maybe you can look forward, chin will press down to the mat. So really up to you. When you gaze forward and drop the chin, your heart will gently melt and surrender even more into your space. So feel free to do that. If your arms or your shoulders are not taking this one lightly, you can widen your hands, your arms to the side a little bit more. Yeah? And just notice how you're breathing here. See if you can ride with the breath as you take longer exhales. In that way, it can calm you down. And like I said, when I do have my migraine, or if I do have my headache, I tend to panic, a small panic in my mind, because I want to take it away from me as fast as I can so I can do my tasks, my job. But in this practice today, I want to make sure that the important part of having pain or experiencing pain is to find the pause and see what are the things that I should be stopping for a moment so that I can release it as naturally as I can. And that is to really get into the breath work. So notice how you breathe and notice how you feel. In that way, the panic releases and you can find better ways to release the pain, the experience as well. Once you're ready, look forward, come back to your tabletop. There you go. So now you're feeling the release on your shoulders. We're gonna do your cat and cow on this side. So since we did your seated cat and cow, this will feel a little bit more easy. So plant onto the hands. On your next inhale, let's do your cow. This is your first time to do that. Inhale, tailbone will point to the sky as your belly drops down. So release, soften the belly. Heart will reach forward. Shoulder blades will squeeze into each other this time. You have an option to gaze at the top of your mat, or gaze forward, or gaze above the horizon. And then on your exhale, we're gonna do your cat. So from the tailbone again, tuck the tailbone towards the knees. Crunching the belly in, chin will press the chest, and then shoulder blades will widen to the side. Use your hands to push the ground away. Use your knees, the tops of your feet, to push the ground away. Let's do that one more round. Inhale to your cow, tailbone up, belly down, heart opens, gaze above the horizon, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, round the back to your cat. Tuck the tailbone, chin to chest. Doing this super slow. One more. Inhale to your cow. Exhale around the back to your cat. One last round. Do this. Inhale to your cow. Maybe close your eyes. Exaggerate the back bend. Exhale around the back to your cat. Come back center on your next breath. Swing side to side. Very nice. Next one is a little bit more intense, or usually something that we don't do in a regular vinyasa class. This is your rabbit pose. I forgot the name in Sanskrit, but this is really trying to plant the crown of your head to the ground. So I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Maybe you can look at me first and then let's do it together, or try doing it after. So finding yourself on your child's pose like earlier, sit on the heels with your hands forward. But this time we're gonna take your hands onto the sides of the body, palms will face sky. Like this, yeah? So the crown of your head is still down to the ground, or the forehead is still down to the ground. Now I'm gonna roll my head so that I can place the crown of my head towards the ground. So you can really feel the back of the neck stretching here. You're lifting your hips so much so that you can roll forward. Chin will press the chest, releasing any tension anywhere. And then release once you feel that you had enough. Yes? So we're going to do that 2 or 3 more times. So let's do it together. Slowly plant the forehead down. And then once you're ready, lift the hips, roll the head so that you can place some weight on the crown of your head, chin to chest. And then release. Forehead drops, hip drops to the heels. One last round. Let's go. Rabbit pose. Lift the hips. Crown of your head presses down, really noticing this long curve from the back of the neck, the back of the head towards the tailbone. You can try tucking your tailbone towards the knees. And then release. Fold down. Drop the head on one side. And drop the head towards the other side. Come back center. And then release. Awesome. Shake the shoulders, making sure that is okay. So that is something that he can do. I understand if that is super painful, because putting weight on your head whenever you have a headache or a migraine is something that you don't want to do, and that's fine. That is an option for you. So just you can really find yourself a really nice stretch at the back of the head, at the back of the neck. Yeah? So this time around, we're going to do your fish pose. This one opens the front of the throat, the front of the neck as well. So I'm going to give you a try. This is also like a counter stretch for that rabbit pose that we did. So we're going to lie down towards our mat. If you are on a chair, no means of doing this, that's fine. You can always save this video for later so that you can do this. So extending both of your feet towards the top of your mat, feet together a little bit, space in between. You're gonna ground onto the elbows like this, yes? And then slowly, you're gonna open your heart to the sky. So you're gonna roll the shoulder blades towards each other. So you can lift your heart like so. It's like a slight booty tooch on the hips, on the tailbone. And then you're gonna drop the head
to the ground. So again, the crown of your head will root onto the ground. So of course, like what I'm doing right now, my head is not on the floor. So I'm gonna crawl my elbows towards my hips so that I can drop my head like so. So you can adjust once it's there. If you wanna go for more, take your head a little bit closer to the hips like this. So no weight on the elbows right now. You can open the mouth if this is too much, or seal the lips shut so you can really feel that nice stretch. This is already good enough. We're just gonna stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. How do you release? Ground onto the elbows once more. Lift the head,
Chin to chest, and then release all of your body down to the ground. So that is really, really nice. Off a counter stretch now, all of your neck is open. The front, the back, the sides as well. Yes, bend both of your knees towards the sky. Plant both of your feet. Give yourself one big hug. Hands onto the legs. Swing side to side. Releasing any tension in your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. Notice this massage, or just really connecting back to the breath. Last 3, 2, last 1, and then release. Come back center, plant the feet down to the ground. So the next one that we're gonna do, this is something that I like to do at night if I find myself standing for a long time during the day. This is called your Viparita Kirani. You can do this on a wall, okay? Because in an English term, this is really called feet on a wall. Legs up the wall, actually. There you go. So extend your hands to the sides, release them. You have an option to place a pillow or a block underneath your hips. Here, you can take it a little bit higher so that your hips are higher than the head. If you don't have that, like what I'm doing or what I'm experiencing right now, I don't have my props or any pillow with me. I'm gonna take my arms, my wrists, my forearms there underneath my hips, and then extend both of my feet towards the sky. Point or flex, up to you. Yeah, so this one releases any tension on the leg so that I can really allow the blood to flow towards my head. Yeah. Again, stay here in the middle of your mat or do this on a wall. That's also good. If you want to go higher with the hips, feel free to do that. Find a pillow, 1 or 2. Place it at the bottom of the hips, the bum. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, one by one, step it towards the ground. There you go. Releasing any tension there. Yeah, swing side to side with the hips, with the legs, windshield wipers. Take 4, 3, 2, last 1, and then release. We're gonna lean into one side and slowly make our way back to a seat. Yes. All right. So our last practice for today, we're going to do your Brahari pranayama once more. If you missed that earlier, we're going to do it again. So again, index finger, press it onto the cartilage here in front of the ear after your cheek. If you haven't seen that, okay? So inhale through the nose, seal the lips shut, and then as you exhale, audible hum. You can take the tongue away from the roof of the mouth so that you can find the B a little bit more loud, yeah? So whenever you're ready, take your index finger towards the cartilage. Inhale. Slowly hold the breath, cartilage really press into the ear, and then exhale to a hum. Let's do that one more round. Lift the cartilage first. Inhale. Press the cartilage to the ear. Exhale out and hum. One last round. Inhale through the nose. Close the cartilage. Hum. slowly relax, and we are done for today. Thank you so much for flowing with me. I hope that was a really nice flow for you. And again, feel free to save this video and go back to it every now and then if you find yourself having a pain or experiencing any pain in the head, your migraine, of course. Please comment down below how your practice went. I hope you learned something new from me. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here.